Remember that?
Sure,
Cassette
absolutely.
tapes. Does anybody know what a cassette tape is? Yeah, my son's digging through the closet one day and he pulls out a Night Watch cassette and, he's looking at it as if it's foreign from another planet. He's like, what is this? "Oh, that's music."
Yeah.
And, he says, how does that work? So I'd explain cassette tapes. So it was in that era. And we ended up doing well. We toured up to about 1991 when heavy metal died. And boy, did it die fast.
Grunge
crash.
music destroyed it.
It did. Everybody talks about Nirvana and Kurt Cobain and how everybody loves Kurt Cobain. I hated that son of a bitch.
I wasn't a fan either.
Yeah, not because he couldn't sing or couldn't play or wasn't a good entertainer. He took my paycheck away from me in a bad way.
No kid. And mine too. And I'll tell you briefly how Kurt Cobain affected what I was doing. I was part of a touring company called Young American Showcase. I did 12 nationwide, North American tours from 1977 up through 1990. I did 12 different tours, and I watched that company die a terrible death because we could no longer go into the school. We were going into high schools and playing these big assembly programs. We were playing rock and roll, man. It was heavy metal, everything else. Cool. Anything the kids wanted to hear, we would do it, as long as it wasn't like satanic or something like that. Yeah. We couldn't do that. So we didn't do a lot of AC/DC, I'll put it that way, or Ozzy. Well, we did some, but anyway. So yeah, the thing was hugely successful for about 20 years. And as soon as Nirvana came on the scene and changed everything, our receipts just plummeted after that, and eventually went out of business by 1992. But funny story about Kurt Cobain, one of our bands played Kurt Cobain's high school when he was still in high school. Oh. And this is interesting. You'll enjoy this. They played his high school, and he happened to be one of the kids in the school who was picked to be on the stage crew for the band to set up and break down. And he worked with the guitar player in the band at that time. And he said, "Oh, I'm a guitar player." And, the whole thing, it had a great relation. Now, our shows were very upbeat and positive, and nothing like grunge music was. All right. So he got through the whole experience, and we played that show. I wasn't there for that, but that show was played in the gymnasium. And we would set up like an auditorium effect where we'd set up in front of the bleachers and play for the whole school that was set up. It was sitting in the bleachers. We'd be playing to the bleachers. All right. And we move on, and nobody ever thinks about that again until you watch Nirvana's first video. Smells Like Teen Spirit. And what is it? It's a band playing in the gymnasium in front of the bleachers to the entire school.
I can see the video right now. Cheerleaders bouncing around, weirdos in the bleachers.